Congresswoman AOC taunted you at a town hall about deportation.
Tom Homan, then acting director of ICE, said that he was going to threaten to refer me to the DOJ, and he may want to do it again today. And to that I say, come for me.
What would you like to respond to that with?
And we are back, and we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us. Now, y'all, we're going to follow up on, this is kind of a recent story over the last week or so. Your girl, AOC, it looks like she wants to run for president, y'all. Let's just be real. She wants a bigger position. Maybe she wants to be in the Senate. Maybe she wants some kind of leadership position. Maybe she wants to be the president of the United States. And I think she realized that recently when Tom Homan said that he was referring her for investigation, she looked shook at first. She looked scared. She looked like she didn't know what to do. She wrote a letter asking, "Are you guys investigating me?" But more recently, I think AOC realized, no. The president wouldn't do that. Someone who wants to be senator wouldn't do that. So she's taken more of a confrontational approach. And as you just saw in the coming up clip, AOC said, "Hey, bring it. Come for me. Here I am." But it's not just at Tom Homan she's been going. She also went at ICE. So what we're going to do first is take a look at her confrontational tone against ICE and see how ICE responded to AOC's confrontational tone. Let's take a look.
Here's some AOC on camera 2. Watch.
If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security. It's people like Tom Homan and Secretary Kristi Noem. You lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem.
You can address that comment. That's the way we rolled it. Also want to know how many people are in this specific facility? What are they accused of? Who's there?
So currently at the Delaney Hall facility is 152 detainees. 75% of them are convicted of a crime or pending criminal charges. People that are in there, the crimes that they're accused of are rape, child molestation, fentanyl trafficking, murder, wire fraud. These aren't the people you want in your neighborhoods. These are the people that are the worst of the worst that ICE are out there arresting, putting their lives in line every day. And to address that comment, under the leadership of Secretary Noem and President Trump, we are out there doing what the American people want, and that is getting these public safety threats off the street so they're not out there to reoffend again.
This morning you were with Rachel Campos Duffy, and you were giving a little bit of a tour. What do you hope to try to show people in terms of the transparency that these members of Congress say they want? So you are providing it.
Right, and I was really happy to have the opportunity to kind of pull back that curtain and let people see exactly what's going on. ICE detention standards are some of the highest in the business. And when you come and you see what the facility actually looks like, I think the American people will be shocked. We've heard all sorts of things from inhumane treatment, no food, phones not working, and that's just not the case.
Now, we see what pisses AOC off, but y'all, you know what will piss you off? If you save all your life for retirement and then the United States dollar is debased, and right when it's time for you to get your money, the value of the dollar falls by 75%. We've been seeing something like that since COVID, y'all. Protect your money. Go down into the link in the description, contact our partners at Augusta Precious Metals, and get information of how you can protect your retirement by investing in gold, which has been with mankind only for 5,000 years. So click the link in the description, Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. Get the free guide, y'all. Get the free guide. Look through it. I think you'll find a lot of information in it, and particularly if you're nearing retirement. So AOC is talking big stuff, y'all, as you can see. She went at ICE. She went at Kristi Noem. She went at Tom Homan. And as you saw from the coming up, Tom Homan, he had his response for her. So let's take a look at what Tom Homan had to say in response to AOC's taunts.
Congresswoman AOC taunted you at a town hall about deportations. I know you're smiling now, so just watch this.
When we first did one of these seminars, Tom Homan, then acting director of ICE, said that he was going to threaten to refer me to the DOJ, because I'm using my free speech rights in order to advise people of their constitutionally guaranteed protections. And he may want to do it again today. And to that I say, come for me.
What would you like to respond to that with?
Well, first of all, I'm happy to live in her head rent-free every day. That's a pleasure. Second of all, she can claim she's educating people to their constitutional rights, but we're not fooled. She's telling people how to evade law enforcement, how to evade the ICE arrest. So, you know, and it's what she's actually doing is educating people, not only to evade law enforcement, but how to get prosecuted. Because you're illegal alien in the United States and you have a final order removal, it is actually a crime to try to hinder your removal, to take steps to not be removed when the judge is already removed. So if you don't open the door, you don't want to answer questions, you don't want to help supply travel documents to go to your home country as ordered by a federal judge, that's a violation of United States Code 1253. So if people want to keep going down that road and not opening the door, not answering questions and hindering their removal, we're going to prosecute them first. We're going to put them in jail. When they get out of jail, then we'll deport them. Because we're going to enforce the law.
So are you like me, y'all? Do you feel like even more showdowns are kind of lining up here? I just feel like ICE is not going to stop. They have the law behind them. They have the will of the people behind them as judging from the election. And ICE just is not going to stop. But the Democrat side, with AOC as their leader, y'all, the Democrat side has decided that this is the hill that they are going to stand on. It doesn't matter if the person who's being deported is a terrible criminal. Nothing matters. No deportations seems to be the line in the sand that the Democrats have drawn. I'd like to know what you think. Let me know, y'all. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think that we're going to see, we've already seen a judge arrested. We've already seen the mayor of Newark arrested. Will we see an even more powerful or prominent political figure arrested soon as it relates to the whole immigration question? And do you agree with these arrests? Let me know in the comments. But before you do, or after, either way, you know what I'm going to say. Stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all your favorite, least favorite, and moderately favorite social mediums. Please share the video. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Want to thank y'all for watching. Y'all, don't forget, when you go to the link, paralegold.com, PARALEGOLD.com, put your information in and get the free report. Okay, I've been noticing a lot of people are clicking. What are y'all clicking for if you're not going to get the information? Click and get the info. We are an information-based channel, okay? Click, put in your info, get the free report, read the report, and decide if you would like to protect your retirement with gold. I want to thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
And now what DHS is trying to say, again, they're using public intimidation because they know that they cannot come for us all. They know that they cannot come for us all. And recently what they said is that DHS is allegedly looking into arresting members of Congress who were showing up for their legal and constitutional obligation to conduct oversight. If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security. It's people like Tom Homan and Secretary Kristi Noem. You lay a finger on someone, on Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, on Representative, or any of the representatives that were there, you lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem. Because the people who are breaking the law are the people who are not abiding by it. And it is enshrined in the law that members of Congress who show up to ICE and CBP facilities are required to be granted access, legally required to be granted access. And they legally cannot be inhibited from accessing these facilities to conduct their constitutional obligation to investigate and conduct oversight. So if Kristi Noem wants to break the law, that's on her. But it sure as hell is not someone like Representative Robert Menendez that needs to be arrested, okay? We need to be talking about ICE agent, the ICE agents and the cowardly policy of covering their faces. covering their faces. And a lot of them are also covering their identification. These are public employees that are accountable to the public and accountable to Congress. And this idea that we are going to allow some kind of paramilitary force to bloom that is not in any way accountable to the Constitution of the United States, we got another thing coming. Because that right there, that kind of attitude is what is actually anti-American. That kind of attitude is what is actually treasonous, is to attack our Constitution and to attack the obligations that we have in our Constitution, to attack free speech, to attack the powers of Congress, to erode our ability to investigate and conduct oversight. That is what is un-American. And this administration and Kristi Noem spits on the American flag every time she does that nonsense. So I don't want to hear anything about America first. These people and this administration is putting America last by acting like a man is who they are pledging allegiance to. That is not what this country is about. And it will never be what this country is about as long as I'm alive. I'll tell you that much. Anyways, that done pissed me off.